For real, 2 years. Then I decided, you know what, I'm going to make this work. So I did my first home party. My first home party had like 8 people there, okay? And it took 4 hours. That is too long for anybody. 4 hours of teaching people how to put makeup on. Guess how much sales I got? $13.50.
No.
That was my very first home party. Now, can I tell you that I improved over time? Did my party get shorter? But can I also tell you that within a year of being in business, all 8 of those people either signed up or were loyal customers. Okay? So you cannot judge your party based on that moment. Okay? Results are often harsh but always fair, but you can always change the result later. Okay? So know that. So if you have a bum party, don't be sad. Just move forward and say, I'll get back to him later. Okay? Because it happens. Even I still, you know, you can still have bad parties. Okay, theme stuff. Make your parties fun. Who wants to go to a boring party? I don't. So one of the things that you need to know is that I just had a brows and brownies party, right, at my house. I invited all these people. And it was when we got all the brows. And I said, okay, I did all these posts on brownies and stuff and brows. And so people came to my house. And then I put out all my makeup. I didn't just put out the brow stuff. And people walked in there like, oh my God, I didn't know you had all this stuff. I was like, yes, I do. Each person that actually was a qualified client, right? You know, because I had a few little people that aren't qualified. Each one of them went out with $100 worth of stuff. Our brow set's $30, but they all went out with $100 worth of stuff, right? And they ordered it. And I don't keep all that stock on hand. I don't. I have mascara. And I have a few other things, but, you know, I'm like, no, you can order that. I'll come right to you. Free shipping. Now I said, do you always want to round up for the foundation? And they always say yes. I've never had anybody say no. So, lashes and lattes, mimosas and makeup, brunch and brows and, you know. So make it fun. Have a good time. Moms groups, get them together. We're going to have a play date. Yay! You know, let's do kissing our kids. There's so much stuff, you guys, with the holidays coming up that you're going to be able to do. Kissable mistletoe, all kinds of stuff. Okay, makeups, one-on-one sessions. Invite them over. This is one of the things with home parties, and this is one of the other things that I feel really strongly about, is right now I'm running a book 2 campaign with my group, book 2, book 2, book 2, book 2. Now, what that means is that's virtual parties, home parties, events, one-on-ones, craft fairs. I don't care what it is, but your goal that day is to book 2. I don't care. Just decide whatever it's going to be. And if that means that you're going to do a one-on-one with somebody, that's a book 2. So if you're constantly in your brain, I just need to only book 2 today. That's great. That's all you have to do. And what happens? You're networking. You're meeting new people. I mean, it's just this big circle of life, right? You know what I mean? It just feeds right into sponsoring. It feeds right into, there's no doubt in my mind why she has the top PRS and the top sponsoring. Because she's constantly meeting new people. She's constantly booking. I'm sure. Okay. Seasonal parties, right? I love Christmas in July. I do it every year. It's a lot of fun. Christmas music in July, you know, you make chocolate milkshakes and brownies and all that kind of stuff, and, you know, people are like, this is weird. And you're like, yes, it's awesome. All right. Why do people book it? Because it's fun and social. How many people here have booked parties before just because you wanted to have your girlfriends over? I totally have. I had a Tupperware party where I had everybody come dressed as 50s retro women, not to buy bowls, but so that we could dress up and I could serve, you know, 50s foods. So find those people that want to have fun. You know, free discounted products, new, you know, cosmetic ideas. They want to be told what to do. And I know not everybody, you know, I live in Colorado, so it's like Bronco Nation, right? Yay! So I just had a great idea brought to me about creating a football look because they were a Seahawks fan, you know, and I know, you know, I'm in Bronco land, right? So, you know, we can do a whole football makeup theme. I mean, for real, Halloween. How many people here are going to invite people, hey, I'll do your kid's makeup? Right? And then they're going to go in and start playing with your kid. I mean, really, you guys, just get creative and start thinking about it. Why don't people do it? Because you didn't ask. They can't say no if you don't ask. They can't say no thank you. You just have to move on to the next thing, right? So you have to ask. Now look, I've gone through all these things. Let's make sure. What do you want to talk about? Oh, the one thing that I didn't say, and it's in my notes. If you mess up your 30-second commercial, it's no big deal. You know, the song that always goes in my head, it's no big deal. That's what I say. If you mess it up, it's really okay. Because they really don't know what it was supposed to be. And if you like stumble over your mouth and you're like, oh, I can't do it, then you're like, oh my gosh, and you're like, I'm trying to practice my new things. So like when new products come out, my mouth doesn't work, I'm like, and I was like, okay, let me take a breath and figure this out. That's how I was when I started asking people to round up the dollar for the Unique Foundation. It took me like a few times to like say, would you like to round up to $1 so that we can donate to the Unique Foundation? And at first I was like explaining exactly what the Unique Foundation was. And they didn't really care. They're just like, yes, you know, would you like? And nobody's asked. And not that it's a bad thing, but it's like I was trying to tell them too much. All right. Be brave. Let's see. All right, I'm catching up. Hold on. All right. Oh, the other thing that when people talk to me about booking and stuff like that, they're like, I don't want to have an event or I don't want to book or anything like that. Then I say, you know what, I have an event. I have an event you can go to. Doesn't mean it's really on my calendar yet, but I'm going to put it there as soon as I'm done with them. So as far as anybody's concerned, I always have an event on my calendar, okay? So that everybody's ready. They can come at any time. All right. Let's go through this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Before the party. Now this is, seriously, this is rule of thumb, okay? So if you invite 30 people to your party, how many people will RSVP?
1.
Half.
Yeah.
15 people will probably say yes. How many people will show?
5.
6 to 7. So it's cut in half. So if you're gonna invite 30 people to the home party, 15 will say yes, and only half of them will show. All right? It's just, that's the law of numbers. That's how it works. So be, ready for it. So you have to, you're gonna discuss the theme, create the invite, online invite, paper invite, phone calls, make a video. I'm inviting you. Have them send, to the personal message to each person. Create a virtual party. All right, what to bring? Keep it simple. Keep your display simple. You want to be duplicatable. If you're going to spread out this whole big thing, that's why I like theme parties, because I can make it very individual, and then they say, oh, do you want more? Then I can add on. So if I keep it really, we're all about lips. We're all about eyes. We're all about foundation. And then just bring what you need, and then, you know what? You can book another party from that with one of the other hostesses in 2 weeks. You know what? It's the same group of people. Next month, we're going to work on this. And that way you're moving all of that product right out of their drawer, and you're putting all new unique products in there, right? So it's okay to break it up like that. Keep it easy. All right. Before the party, greet everybody. This is how I greet everybody. I say, hey, everybody. When they're walking through the door, nice to meet you, I'm Jen. I take our precision pencil and I draw a heart on the inside of their arm, because that's where they don't put lotion as much. I say, I'm going to give you some love. And I draw a little heart on. And I said, don't touch your love. You're not allowed to. Can't do it. No, not till later. And then that's how I get permission to meet them and greet them. I make sure they all get some love from me right away. And then later on, I say, okay, now you can touch your love. I love you, right? So, allow time to mingle, introduce yourself, the company, present the product. Basically, I'm a catalog person, so if I'm there and we're talking about things, I just open